Hey, what are you doing there, behind my hedge? Chilling? What are you doing? You trying to peek into my house? I think you and I should go for a walk, don't you think? I'm just messing, guys. Welcome back to Hidden Secrets SMP, and in today's episode we're going to go on a walk together. I've actually not really messed around with the F5 mode too much for a long time, so let's go on a walk together, just you and I. That sound good? Can walk sideways, how about that? Using our fancy jump boost, got to avoid the post office. So yeah, welcome back to Hidden Secrets. I'm just, ignore my derping. Just don't ask. But yeah, welcome back. And in today's episode, what I would like to do, can we navigate our way over there, I wonder? What I would like to do in today's episode is actually work on a mushroom farm. This is something that I've wanted to do for a while, and it's kind of the prequel, so to speak, to what we're going to be working on in the next few episodes here, which is, there we go. It's actually going to be, oh, this is going to be disorientating. Yeah, let's get out of that. I'll put my helmet back on too. What we're actually going to be working on is a cave spider trap, which is a really good source of XP, string, and spider eyes. But I want to be able to make damage potions. And as you could imagine, one of the ingredients for that is brown mushrooms. So we kind of need a mushroom farm. Now, I've decided I want to put this mushroom farm in these two sections right here. We've got these two huge carved out sections available to us here. So what I was thinking is I'm probably going to try and implement something based on this. And I've just got to figure out how I want to do it. I'm actually going to run up here and pick up some cobble. This shouldn't be too hard. It's not going to be a super automatic thing or anything. It's just going to be a kind of, I don't know, a simple manual harvest, I guess. Kind of dropping my words here, I apologize. It's very late. But we're going to figure it out, and we're going to make something good out of this, I'm sure. I think that whole weird intro threw me off. I don't normally do that. Normally I kind of just dive into whatever it is that I'm going to be doing, but I wanted to change it up a bit today. So yeah, we're going to kind of repurpose whatever this was here when I needed cobble. I forget what it was I needed cobble for, but I know I needed it. Probably the blaze farm. But now everybody's done a lot more mining and has a lot more supplies. So what we could do here is we could actually make use of this. And, well, we're going to turn it into a mushroom farm, as I say. The first thing I do need to do, though, is fill in all these little, small, tight spots. Just kind of level everything out here. There's some craziness going on down here, too. It's a bit weird. But, you know, we roll with it. And I've not totally decided yet how I want to design it. I mean, I kind of have an idea in my head, but we still need to do a little bit of work. So what I'm thinking is we obviously have this here. I'd like to make this a little bit of a higher ceiling for one thing. So let's get rid of this for now, and let's do that. Knock these out. We're also going to knock those out too. I think I did bring some dark oak down here. I did bring dark oak down here. So we're going to start with that. There you go. And I'm going to need to do a little bit of clearing out here. And we're going to turn this into a 3x3 corridor, essentially. You get the idea. I'm going to turn it into a 3x3 corridor. Might actually make it 5x5, just so that you can kind of see these posts here. Or 4x5 if we're going to get technical. And include the height. And then I want to kind of get to a junction here. Then we're going to have some steps that lead down. Maybe like right here-ish. So we're going to have some steps that lead down. probably a stone brick stairway that then busts into here like that, maybe. Yeah, this is all hypothetical at the moment until I kind of work out a plan of action. Now that we have that, we can get rid of this. Now a mushroom requires 7 by 7 by 7 to grow. So if we mark that out, let's just say with cobble, we can kind of get an idea. So is there a middle point? 3, 3, 2, 2. So that's the middle point. Okay. So we're going to want a space around the edge. 3. So that would be a center point, and then 3, and then 3, and that would give us 3 around each side. So you could plant one there. This is kind of already somewhat pre-coordinated actually, which is helpful. I'm going to finally get rid of these trees in here. Now this whole thing is going to be raised up 1 block. We're going to put dirt down here. I don't have any mycelium right now, so I can't put mycelium down. But it seems like all of these are pretty much predetermined. Well, that one's a bit further away. So yeah, this is where the mushrooms are going to grow. So why don't we kind of start by just putting a pad down for each mushroom. And we're going to utilize both sides. This one is probably going to be the brown mushroom side. The other one will be red. Need some more dirt. Got plenty of that stuff. So we're not going to be struggling there. I've got some bone meal, some mushrooms. We could actually try it out too. I'm also trying a few different things with E040. I'm actually recording at 60 FPS. I noticed in a video I did before, I was getting some flickering issues. I'm not sure if that's going to remain in this. If it does, then I will drop it back down. But I don't see any reason why it should. So now the next question is, will it grow? Yes, it will. I can cut it down. Because of the way that this ceiling is going to be eventually, it won't grow too tall either. So we can cut it without having to climb on any pillars or anything. You get the brown mushroom blocks for that. And then I could just manually break them until I get a mushroom back. There you go. So that's just kind of the example at the moment. So as I say, I'm going to want to put dirt in everywhere, but I'm not going to exclusively put dirt in everywhere. I think we should cap these off with some spruce. And I can put lamps here and the mushroom will be perfectly fine. It's just so long as there's not a light source directly next to the mushroom, it'll be fine. It won't pop off. And we can do the same thing over here. We would plant another one. I'm probably going to get some redstone lamps in here for this. And then in the middle we'll put dirt. We may put grass in here. We may also do podsol. Because we have access to those. May even do a combination of the two. So then all that leaves is kind of the walls at this point. So we want to have some room here still. Around the edge of these mushrooms. So I'm thinking the wall should start right about here. And I kind of have an idea for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to pursue it or not. Let's get these and these out. Possibly going to want some of those too. My idea was to to kind of build a sort of lattice. How do I want to do this? Definitely want it to be up. We kind of have, let's just do a corner section as an example. And then behind this, I wasn't sure if I wanted to have spruce fences or birch. I wasn't sure whether to build this out of spruce or birch. And then behind this, here, it's coming back to me now, I'm starting to remember it again. Back here, I would want some water. Probably going to have to get another water source from somewhere, make an infinite spring. Unless I have one in here, just on the off chance I do not. That'd be typical. Right, so I want to make some birch fences. Oh no, I want to make birch backing and I want to get some sand. And what I'm going to do is, let's break this. I want to put down some sand here. Oops. Pick that up. And then we're going to have a birch back into this because that looks nice. Just as an example, I'll throw a torch in there. We're not going to keep that. And then actually have sugar canes growing up to the ceiling behind this lattice that we've got going on. And I could either do dark oak in the corners, or I could just do regular spruce, but I kind of prefer the dark oak, to be honest. And then obviously we would have the dirt continue around the edge here, like that. Obviously that'd need filling in, but I think that's going to be my plan. I kind of like that idea. Let's just do that as an example. So that's kind of what we're going for, to build up this lattice. You know, and we probably have that extend maybe 5 or 6 blocks up, just up to wherever we put the roof. I'm not sure how tall it has to be. I think you can get away with it being 7. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7 right now. So yeah, this is probably as low as the roof can get, with it being like it is. If I grow the mushroom again, where does this put us out at as far as that goes? It goes 2 blocks beneath the roof. So it is possible that it could go 1 block higher, but that's not a big deal because we could still harvest that, you know. Say if I put a block there, I can still harvest that just fine. So I think that's what we're going to do. Now obviously this is going to require a lot of work to do, but I think we'll be able to do it just fine. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to cut, I'm going to check the footage, and then we're probably going to jump into a time lapse and we're going to get some of this stuff done. So enjoy that. Well, I've been working away here on this mushroom farm for quite some time now, and I'm beginning to make some progress with it here. So, as you can see, I've gotten all bar 6 fences in the corner done. I finished the floor. I also finished all the walls up, apart from the sugarcane here. And I need some glowstone too. But it's majorly coming together now, I feel. So the only other thing we're going to need to add is going to be a proper entrance here. See that slime there. And we also need to add a roof to this. I'm not sure if we're going to do it all today though, because I've been going for quite some time on this project now. I'm actually tearing out the dirt in the floor here and I'm replacing it with brown mushroom blocks because I was trying to decide what would look better, and I had this realization that it's a mushroom farm, why not use mushroom blocks, right? And I think they look really cool for this floor, honestly. It goes well with the spruce wood, and I'm really liking the overall feel that we have to the whole place. As I say, that the main work we need to do now is just finishing things off, mainly. The last of the walls here, and the roof, as well as the entrance. So I've got a bunch of these blocks here. I don't have enough right now. I'm going to have to keep bone mealing, but I'm actually out of bone meal right now, so I'll have to go get some. My shovel's about to break also. I also moved the beacon from where it was to in there now, so that I can speed mine. And I've also decided that I think just this one side is going to be enough, because we have enough spots here for 6 mushrooms. That's 3 of each type. And because you bone meal them, you know, it's an instant thing. So it doesn't really make that much of a difference if we were to have 12 versus 6, you know. 3 mushrooms of each type is more than enough, I think. For me anyway, it's more than enough. I don't think we need any more than that. So I've got the entrance running down the other side now. But I have to say, I'm pretty happy with this project, to be honest. It's turned out pretty good, I feel. You can kind of get a gauge now what the floor looks like here, or what it will look like when I've finished it up that end. So I think what we're going to do now is probably call it an episode here, guys. Off camera, I'm going to work on finishing up the floor, probably doing the lighting, finishing up the birch wood there, and getting the reeds in, and then next episode we'll pick things up again and I'll work more exclusively on the entrance there and kind of finishing the whole thing up, get the roof in and that type of stuff, ready to call this project complete. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, guys, and I hope to see you in the next one when we'll finish this up. And until then, see you later and have a good day.